The outlook for the Australian economy in 2024 is likely to be a bit softer compared to 2023. We see GDP growth running at about 1% over the year, but we really see it as being a tale of two halves. The first half of the year is likely to be pretty weak because interest rates are still going to be maintained at that high level, putting downward pressure on consumer spending and on national economic growth. But in the second half of the year, we think that interest rates are going to be cut, and that should allow stronger growth in the economy. Ultimately, we see interest rates being cut this year because the inflation outlook is likely to be a lot better compared to last year. After inflation peaked at close to 8% in 2022, we think it's going to come down to about 3% by the September quarter of this year, which will give the Reserve Bank room to start cutting interest rates. And we see the cash rate ending the year somewhere at around 3.6% or perhaps slightly higher. Home price growth is likely to be positive as well, but much lower compared to last year. We see home price growth rising by about 3% across the country. So while there are challenges for the Australian economy in 2024 and still the risk of a recession, just like there are for a number of developed markets around the world, we think Australian economic growth can still be positive this year, which is ultimately positive for earnings and for the share market.